What if Tesla's next breakthrough isn't another spaceship-like supercar or a fully autonomous robo-taxi, but something far more practical? There's been growing buzz about what might be Tesla's most important electric car, yet the Tesla Model 2, while not officially confirmed, test versions and factory leaks suggest something big is brewing, and this time, it's not about complexity or cutting-edge AI, it's about making electric vehicles truly accessible, a car designed not for tech billionaires but for everyday people, especially those who value simplicity, affordability, and reliability over flashy features. If you're tired of overly complicated dashboards, endless software updates, and self-driving promises that feel more like science fiction than reality, this might just be the car you've been waiting for. Before we dive into every detail you need to know, don't forget to subscribe and tap that notification bell so you'll never miss another update on real tech that actually makes your life easier. How could Tesla make the Model 2 cheaper, stronger, and tougher? Whispers in the EV world suggest that Tesla could be exploring a radically new type of motor for its next big release, something known as a switched reluctance motor or SRM. It's not confirmed, but if true, it might be one of Tesla's most unexpected moves. Yet unlike the motors used in most electric vehicles today, which depend heavily on permanent magnets and rotating coils, the SRM operates using a much simpler design based on magnetic resistance. This means it requires no rare earth magnets, no brushes, and creates almost no internal friction. The result is a motor that is not only more affordable to manufacture, but also nearly maintenance-free for, well, over a decade. One of the biggest financial advantages of SRM technology is its complete elimination of rare earth magnets such as neodymium and praseodymium. These materials are primarily sourced from China, which currently controls over 90% of the global supply. In terms of cost, rare earth materials alone can add between $1,200 and $1,800 to the price of each electric vehicle. To make matters more urgent, the White House is preparing to increase tariffs on Chinese EV components, including rare earth materials. These tariffs, which currently stand at 25%, are expected to rise to as much as 60% in 2025. This means that EVs still dependent on Chinese imports could soon face dramatic price hikes. By moving to SRM, Tesla avoids this looming cost increase while also reducing dependence on a vulnerable and politically sensitive supply chain. The benefits extend beyond just cost savings. Traditional EV motors include rotor coils and brushes that naturally wear down over time. This often results in recurring maintenance, with service visits typically needed every 2 to 3 years for repairs such as brush replacements or rotor tuning. In contrast, the SRM contains no brushes or coil-based rotors that eliminates the parts most prone to friction, which leads to minimal wear and tear even after more than 10 years of regular use. This is a huge win for drivers who want reliability without the hassle of frequent service appointments. In terms of performance, SRM technology also brings a unique advantage for everyday driving. It delivers high torque at low speeds, which provides smooth gradual acceleration. This makes it especially well suited for urban driving conditions and for senior drivers who prefer a more gentle, predictable feel when starting and stopping in stop-and-go traffic. SRM have proven to be 10 to 15% more energy efficient than conventional EV motors. That means drivers can travel farther on a single charge without needing a larger battery. Could this motor make Model 2 the most reliable EV? Comment Model 2 if you agree. Why is Tesla using iPhone-like body construction? If you've ever held an iPhone, you know how solid and seamless it feels. No rattling, no loose parts, just one smooth piece of precision engineering. Tesla seems to be applying That same philosophy to the 2025 Model 2. But why compare it to the iPhone? Because Tesla is doing what Apple once did in the smartphone world, which is rethinking how the product is built from the ground up. It's a sign that Tesla is not afraid to learn from other industries and adapt the best technology available. Thanks to its enormous gigapress machines, Tesla can now cast huge portions of the car frame, like the front and rear underbody, as single solid pieces that eliminates over 400 separate components, making the vehicle simpler, lighter, and more durable. Fewer parts mean fewer things that can go wrong over time. This design reduces the number of joints and welds, which helps prevent rust, improves crash protection, and results in a quieter, more stable driving experience. Manufacturing becomes much more efficient, lowering assembly costs by an estimated 20 to 40%. These savings can be passed on to customers, making the Model 2 more affordable without cutting corners. Instead of traditional heavy steel, Tesla uses a custom aluminum alloy that keeps the vehicle light but strong. A lighter car is easier to drive, puts less wear on tires and brakes, and helps drivers maneuver comfortably in tight city streets or narrow parking spots. Tesla also includes intelligent insulation materials like dual pane glass and heat reflective surfaces. This helps keep the cabin cooler in hot weather and warmer in cold conditions without relying heavily on air conditioning or heating. The result is more driving range and greater comfort without raising energy consumption. How customizable is the Tesla Model 2? Let's face it, most cars today are designed with a one-size-fits-all mindset, but not everyone wants or needs all the bells and whistles, and for a lot of people, especially older drivers, comfort and simplicity matter way more than flashy tech. That's where the rumored design of the Tesla Model 2 gets interesting. It's said to feature a modular interior, which means you can customize or upgrade parts of the car just like Lego pieces, and only when you actually need to. For example, the base version might come with simple fabric seats to keep the price low, but down the line you could easily upgrade to heated, ventilated, or even massage seats without having to trade in the whole car. These types of upgrades are expected to cost around $1,200, and thanks to the modular design, they're easy to install. The screen is another big one many older drivers struggle with. Small cluttered displays. The standard version might include an 8 to 10 in screen, but you'll have the option to upgrade to a 13 inches or 15 inches high contrast display that's designed specifically to be easier on the eyes. Those upgrades could run about $500 to $800, and they're made to pop in with minimal tools. It doesn't stop there. You could replace the speakers, center console cup holders, or even the lighting inside the car. Want a more premium sound? Swap the speakers. Need extra storage? Change the console. All of this makes the Model 2 feel like a long-term investment, something you can keep for 10 years or more, adjusting only what you need as life changes. Then there's senior mode, one of the most thoughtful touches. Tesla is rumored to be working on this mode. Could include large font menus, voice-guided commands, and a simplified dashboard with fewer buttons and distractions. It's all about reducing overwhelm and making the driving experience more comfortable for those who don't want to mess with complicated tech. One standout feature might be front seats that gently rotate and rise or lower to help you get in and out of a car more easily. This is a major plus for anyone with back pain, limited mobility, or joint issue. Systems like this in luxury cars can cost over $1,500, but Tesla could roll it into a more affordable package, which upgrade would make your ride perfect. Drop a 1 for comfy new seats, a 2 if a bigger screen is your vibe, or a 3 if an easier entry is a game share for you. Can one feature really make driving much safer if you've ever felt worn out after a long drive, constantly switching between the accelerator and brake. You're not alone, especially in stop and go traffic. Tesla's regenerative braking system aims to solve that problem while adding a serious boost to safety, particularly for older drivers. Here's how it works. Instead of needing to press the brake pedal every time you want to slow down, the car actually begins to reduce speed the moment you lift your foot off the accelerator. It's a smooth, natural deceleration that mimics how gas cars used to slow down when you downshift over time. This single pedal driving style not only makes the ride feel more relaxed, but it also significantly reduces the need for heavy braking. This feature reduces foot fatigue by up to 50% during daily drives, which is a big win for seniors or anyone with joint issues. It also means less wear and tear on the brakes themselves. In fact, Tesla's regenerative braking system has been shown to reduce brake pad wear by between 70 and 90% compared to traditional braking. That alone could save you hundreds of dollars on maintenance over the life of the car. But the technology goes even further. The braking system is controlled electronically, not mechanically, which allows it to adjust automatically depending on the car's weight, speed, and road conditions. Driving down a steep hill, the system gently holds you back without needing to ride the brakes. Caught in city traffic, it adapts to each stop, keeping the motion fluid and easy to manage. And here's the real safety kicker. Tesla includes automatic emergency braking as a backup layer. Using a mix of front-facing cameras and radar, the car can detect when you're getting too close to another vehicle or obstacle and apply the brakes even if you don't react in time. For senior drivers, this is crucial. According to U.S. traffic safety data, over 37% of accidents involving drivers aged 65 and older happen because of delayed reaction time. Having a system that can respond in milliseconds helps bridge that gap and reduce the risk of serious accidents. Can a car really be easier to maintain than a bike? It might sound a little crazy at first, but the Tesla Model 2 could end up being easier to maintain than even an electric bicycle. And that's not just marketing talk. Tesla is simplifying things by removing most of the parts that typically cause headaches in regular cars. There's no engine oil to change, no spark plugs to replace, and no air filters to worry about. You don't have to deal with a traditional transmission either. The motor, especially if Tesla goes with the rumored switched reluctance motor, has fewer moving parts than a bike, and the fewer moving parts you have, the less that can go wrong. Regenerative braking is another big win here, since the car naturally slows down when you lift your foot off the accelerator. You're not constantly using the brake pedal. That means brake pads last much longer, while gas cars might need new brake pads every 30 or 40,000 m. A Tesla can easily go over 100,000 m before needing a replacement. That alone can save hundreds of dollars in long-term maintenance. According to recent data, electric vehicles already cost about 50% less to maintain than gas-powered ones, but the Model 2 might cut that by another 20–30% thanks to its simpler design and smarter monitoring. For anyone on a fixed income, that's real savings without sacrificing peace of mind. You just drive, and the car quietly takes care of the rest. More surprisingly, on top of all its cost-saving advantages, the Tesla Model 2 also makes life easier with smart maintenance reminders. Instead of keeping track of outdated checklists or guessing when to go in for service, the car handles that for you. The Tesla app sends a notification only when something actually needs attention, freeing drivers from the stress of remembering every little detail. And for families looking after older parents, there's even a remote monitoring option, so you can check the car's condition from your own phone. If you thought EVs were just for techies and teenagers, think again. The Tesla Model 2 is simple, smart, and built for real people, especially those who Value, comfort, safety, and ease in there. Golden years, it's designed to cut down on maintenance and tech clutter, built to be easy to drive and upgrade at the same time, affordable enough for anyone living on Social Security. Thanks for watching. If you want more updates like this, don't forget to subscribe to notification bell and check out more videos on our channel, and tell us in the comments, would you trust this car more than your gas one? We'd love to hear your